Orphan Black time. Orphan Black time. This is Season 4, Episode 2 of Orphan Black. Its title is Transgressive Border Crossing. That was hard for me to say. Let's do it.
Could be the Neos trying to flush us out.
Yeah, duh. Think about it. But still, probably not. Oh, shoot, y'all better run. Dude, go.
They can't find anything.
Burn it to the ground. You know, if you burn that building down and it's just like snow patrol people, you're gonna feel silly. You burnt a sock monkey, that is not cool. Hey, Felix's butt. It took too long. It's episode 2. Why wasn't that happening sooner?
Are we gonna meet Cal at the Saints house?
Told you, we're not gonna see him for
We're not gonna see Kel for a while. He's probably doing another show right now.
Hey.
Dude, I want a secret lair under a comic book shop.
Secret lab under a comic book shop. What more could a girl want, right?
Facts. That's true.
Welcome home, sister.
Sister.
Well, I'm completely overbooked. I have no time for Neos. We
Yeah.
wanted to make something.
Schedule him later.
Oh, it just said she wore a sheet mask. What? Dolly the sheep.
See, I knew things.
For the record, you alright with it?
Poor Art. Felix, your bottom.
Mushrooms, Felix. Hi.
Shiitake mushrooms.
You have to tell them what you've been up to.
What have you been up to?
Wasn't expecting company.
Oh, shoot.
But this is a special case, isn't it, Beth?
This is getting sketchy. Wait, so, like, who boxed her stuff up? I'm confused. Helena makes the same face when she sees a baby that I do.
Here you go.
She changed her hair. Go with it.
She's changed her hair.
Exactly.
Because it was too ugly.
Oh,
It looks like a little tired and many farts. I can assure
Wow.
you that's perfect.
But, now we have sex because she's my wife.
this is awkward. No, don't do needles. Don't do needles. Oh, look at drugs.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
Is that 2 babies?
Sorry, I didn't see it before because it's lying along the bottom. The other one.
Knew it! Oh, shoot.
She's really losing her shit.
When are she and Paul were having problems? Nothing like this.
Nothing like gun to the head problems. Felix, why are you off in your own little world? Join the club.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's a good way to join it. Oh, Felix doesn't feel accepted anymore. Felix just wants to be a family and you keep using him.
She's bringing flies in here because there's food everywhere.
Allie.
Poor Allison. Mrs. S and Casimo are so cute.
We both know that this is a war, right? That means anything can happen.
Like getting gut shot in a parking garage.
I just miss her so much.
Don't cry, Casima. Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
It's leukemia. I was diagnosed months ago. Before Iceland. Before any of this.
You weren't gonna share that information?
You belong with us, Faith.
No. I belong in the dance Faith.
Yeah, you do, Fee, but you also belong with them. Felix just gets to it on the dance floor. Nope, don't do it. Don't do the worm thing. What in the world, no? Ew, gross, no.
Yeah, it has a built-in defense.
No.
Kills the host.
Get that worm out of your mouth.
Who are you?
Christ, let go of me!
Who are you?
Who are you, sir?
Hey, leave for Felix.
Felix. Sorry. We'll talk about everything later.
I'm abandoning you again. Beth, what are you doing, girl? You need a wig cap, girl. That wig looks like Daphne from Scooby-Doo. Get a better one. No shake and go. You're roughly the same shape and size as a teenage boy.
No, I can't talk to you anymore. Why not? Because it will kill you. It will kill you like it killed Beth.
Okay, first of all, Sarah's stronger than Beth because she's not on, like, a mess of drugs. How long was this surveillance equipment recording for? Beth, you kill someone? Beth, what did you do?
Just stay hidden.
Beth, you gonna go kill yourself?
Is it something to do with those implant things?
The Maggot-Bots, yes.
Maggot-Bots.
They're parts of it.
Oh shit, you're right. Wait.
Why'd you even tell her you saw her? You should have just walked out there. Uh-oh, paramedic dude, run, 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 run. Paramedic chick, also run. No, 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 Maggot-Bots, no. No, no. They're just gonna leave? Okay.
Mommy, what's wrong?
Oh my god. Now look. No, they had you too. Just. Hey, you're up.
You're freaking out your daughter.
Here, easy. Let's have a look.
Oh my gosh, there's a thing. Oh, it's moving!
Jesus.
No, no. Oh god, cut your face off. Cut your head off. Just go get away from that thing. Dude, so this episode starts. Sarah just got the call from MK, so she's like packing up all their crap, getting ready to go. Mrs. S is like, whoa, calm down, it's probably nothing. Kira's looking at the window and she calls him and says people are coming, but like, is this girl psychic or something? Because like, the lights hadn't even shown up by then. Either way, they realize people are coming, so like, Mrs. S just burns the whole place down and they get out of there. Then it shows the rest of Clone Club and they're all getting phone calls, clearly being like contacted. Then a truck pulls up outside of a comic book place, and inside is Mrs. S, Kendall, Sarah, and Kira. Benjamin's there, he takes Kira and Kendall to a safe house, while Sarah and Mrs. S go inside the comic book shop. Downstairs in the shop is the lab that Cosima and Scott have set up, so they got like a cool freaking Batcave thing going on. Cosima and Sarah FaceTime Allison, and Allison has just got a lot on her plate right now. They're all trying to figure out like who MK is and what's going on and where the Neos are, and then Mrs. S is like, yeah, Cosima's not looking great. Meanwhile, Donnie's gonna go take Helena to get some prenatal stuff done, pretending she's Allison, and then Allison's like, just let's not tell Helena that Sarah's back. Sarah wants to learn more about MK, so she goes to Art, and he's like, yeah, I don't know, she was just weird. He shows her about the last case him and Beth worked on, which was the dude with his cheek cut out. And then he's like, well, if you want to learn more, let's go to Beth's flat. I got the key. Here's what I'm not getting. Like, I know Paul was having the place paid for by Dyad, and it's paid till the end of the year. But, like, who came up and boxed all their stuff and kind of just left it there? Like, if Dyad boxed it, wouldn't they have just taken her stuff? Then Allison goes to Felix, and she's like, why aren't you answering your calls? And he's like, I don't know, I'm moping. She's like, you should tell your family what you're doing because they'll support you. And he's like, oh, I don't know, I'll meet up with them later. He's not in the mood. They're digging through Beth's stuff, and it goes to a flashback of Beth being in her place, and that one guy who's, like, the detective from the Union is there, and he's, like, threatening her. As they're digging through Beth's stuff, they see that she has a Neolution book, and that she met Leaky because he signed it. Donnie's taking Helena to go get, like, a prenatal checkup, and she's pretending to be Allison, and it's just hilarious. Cosima's taking Kendall's blood again, and they're still working on, like, a gene therapy thing, but it's taken a while. And while it's going on, she can't take any more bone marrow from Kira because it'll, like, skew the results or something. Art and Sarah are still digging through Beth's stuff, and you're getting some, like, flashbacks of Beth's drug use. And then Art realizes that behind the painting is a hidden camera. He thinks that Paul was spying on Beth, and she's like, no, Beth was spying on Paul. Donnie and Helena are still at the doctor's, and she's getting her ultrasound, and she is pregnant with twins, which I kind of saw coming, but still. Not even just that, though, like, identical twins, which is cooler. Art and Sarah are watching the footage that was on the hidden camera, which it's like, how long was that thing recording for? Anyway, they see that one Neolution chick who was pregnant and, like, her boyfriend got his cheek cut out. She's with Beth. So Sarah's like, you know what? Keep watching. Tell me what happens. But I'm going to go back to the beginning of this and sort all this out. Sarah goes and sees Felix, and he's not really, like, too happy about it. It's awkward. She's like, we need to go for a drink. And he's, like, kind of not super into it, but he goes along with her. She takes him to Club Neolution because she needs to go find that chick. And so she's like, you go in, then sneak her on the back and let me in because my face is recognizable. Poor Felix, though. He just wants to be a family, and they only really are using him when they need him. Like, only when it's convenient. Then it shows Donnie go to Allison, and he's kind of, like, excited and showing her the ultrasound. Like, oh my gosh, yay, twins! It's kind of sad for her because she's, like, jealous. You know, she couldn't have kids, and she's just kind of, like, bickering about Helena, like, not being able to take care of babies and eating them out of house and home as it is, and it's actually kind of just sad. Felix has let Sarah inside Club Neolution now, and Sarah's planning to go look for the chick, if not, just, like, show pictures and ask around about who the chick is. Then back in, like, the underground layer under the comic book shop, Cosima is still really sad about Delphine and talking to Mrs. S about it, and it's really sad, and they hug, and it's adorable. And then Scott's looking over Kendall's medical results, and he's kind of like, oh crap, and she's like, yeah, I know, I have leukemia, but don't tell anyone, okay? Then back at Club Neolution, Sarah's not getting anywhere asking people with the picture, so she goes and finds Felix, and he's just getting drinks, and she's like, what's the deal? Why are you giving me attitude, bro? He tells her that he's actually looking for his birth family because, to be fair, he really is kind of on the outs. Sarah's related to everyone now, and he feels more like an orphan than he ever did. She's like, you belong with us, and he's like, no, I belong on the dance floor, and then he just bells on her. So Felix leaves, and Sarah's just standing there, and some dude comes up thinking she's MK, and he's like, hey, I thought we were going to meet later, but if you want to see it so bad, let's go outside. I'm going to show it to you. And she's like, okay, show it to me. They step out. He shows her a video of some dude with the worm in his cheek, and they, like, poke at it, and it, like, self-defensifies itself and kind of spreads all over the dude's face and just kills him. Sarah's like, holy crap, what the F was that? And then the guy kind of realizes she ain't MK. He kind of grabs her, and she steals his phone and runs away. She gets outside the club, and she calls Felix and is like, hey, I'm abandoning you again. Please don't be upset about it. Then she sees on the dude's phone that he got a text from MK, and it's like a time and location to meet. It's in like a laundromat. Then we get a flashback of Beth kind of getting ready, and she throws on this really stupid-looking blonde wig. She gets a gun, she loads up her purse, and she starts to leave her house. Art's watching this on the surveillance camera, and he's like, wait, what the heck's going on? So Sarah goes to the location on the dude's phone, and she sees someone playing video games, and she thinks it's MK, but it's really just like a teenage boy, which is kind of speaking volumes about how she's built. The teenage boy leaves, so she's in there by herself, and then the dude's phone starts ringing, and it's MK, and she's like, hey, I'm watching you through a camera, can you put your other phone in a dryer so no one can, like, listen in, and also take your shoes off and just set them on the counter? Sarah asks MK how she knew that they had found her, and she's like, I cast the net really deep. I'm good with the internet, and your name came up, so I figured it out. Sarah wants to know more, and MK's like, no, I can't tell you. It'll kill you just like it killed Beth. Then we go back to flashback. Beth has come home. She's still got that wig on. She's got her gun. She's got blood all over her hands, but it ain't her blood. MK's there, and she's asking because apparently Beth has not been in contact with anyone. She's been, like, severing ties, not responding to anything, and kind of, like, gone off the map. Beth goes and hides in the bathroom, and she washes the blood off her hands, and there's, like, it looked like a room card, and she's cutting it up and, like, putting it in the toilet. MK's really concerned, and Beth's kind of just freaking out, and she's like, it's over. I done screwed up big time. Beth's like, it's done. We can't fight this anymore. You're gonna have to take care of yourself. Go into hiding, take care of the other clones, and then she gives MK her gun. Beth is going to leave, and MK is, like, really upset and saying, please don't leave me, I need you. She comes back and hugs MK and is like, watch the others for me, and then she just leaves. Then you realize that whole flashback is being told to Sarah because MK's on the phone and says it's the last time she saw her. Sarah's like, holy crap, that was the night she killed herself. And then MK's like, yeah, she was my friend. She called me Mika. And she's like, oh, your name's Mika. I'm gonna call you that too, I guess. Sarah wants to know why Beth jumped. MK doesn't know. Sarah's like, does it have to do with that, mouth thing? And MK calls them Maggot-Bots, which is just a terrifying name. Sarah again wants to know more, and MK's like, no. Beth said hide. You need to hide your family. Sarah's like, hiding doesn't work, and she's staring out the window, and then she realizes MK is across the street in the car, and she's like, holy crap, you're here. MK starts to drive away. Sarah goes running after her, and then she's like, crap, I lost her. I'm gonna go put my shoes back on. While Sarah's in the laundromat, that one paramedic dude that cut that dude's cheek off walks in. She turns around. The paramedic chick walks in behind her. They pin her down, and then they realize, oh wait, this isn't even the chick we're thinking it is. They're like, what's your name? And Sarah's like, I ain't gonna tell you. He reaches in Sarah's mouth, pokes around, and goes, oh, it's Sarah Manning. And then they just pack up and leave her there. Sarah just, like, busts into the room of the safe house. Benjamin's like, Sarah, we have protocol. Don't be crazy. Mrs. S is like, what's going on? And then Sarah's just freaking. She wants the bathroom. She's, like, digging around on her cheek, and she's like, I think there's something in my face. She's like, when Dyad had me, did they do anything to my face? And Mrs. S is like, I don't know. Kira walks in, and then Sarah's like, holy crap, they had Kira too. She starts poking around on Kira's face. Kira's like, Mommy, you're hurting me and freaking me out. Mrs. S just tells Kira to go back to bed. Sarah's like, I need a flashlight, like right now. I think there's something in my face. Some Neos attacked me. They thought I was MK, but they're checking. Look at my freaking mouth, Mom. Mrs. S sticks the flashlight in her mouth and shines through. There's totally an effing worm in there. Gross. Mrs. S is like, what is that? And Sarah's like, I don't know. And then credits. There's a worm in her face. Nah. What's gonna happen now? What's gonna happen now? They got to cut her whole cheek off? Because that's gross. Maggot-Bot. Maggot-Bot. That is the worst name ever. You don't want that near you, let alone in you. So we have some crazy developments. Felix is looking for his birth family. Helena's got twins. Allison is like jealous of Helena. Cosima is still sick and they're like racing the clock to get her better. Delphine's missing, still presumed dead. Kendall's dying. MK's just weird and has a sheep mask. Beth stumbled into some crazy stuff we don't even know about yet. Sarah has a freaking worm in her mouth, and for all we know, Kira does too. What? So what did you guys think about this one? Because dang, we had some revelations. So if I forgot anything or left anything out, if you guys just want to talk about it, drop a comment. Don't forget to do the things. Rate, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Until next time.